John Textor has sold his 43% stake in Crystal Palace for 190 million to Woody Johnson, the owner of New York Jets. This is unfortunate, as the only reason why his stake was even sold is because Crystal Palace are part of a multi-club ownership, the same multi-club ownership group that has Lyon, which means Crystal Palace wouldn't have been allowed to play in the Europa League, as Lyon had already qualified, and two teams in the same multi-club ownership cannot compete in the same European competition. This is a rule that UEFA has to avoid unfair play. For example, if Lyon had already qualified out of the group stages and they had Crystal Palace next, would there be a situation where Lyon would purposely, accidentally let Crystal Palace beat them in order for Crystal Palace to perhaps gain favour in the competition? I think this is all ifs and buts, highly unlikely, and I think it speaks to a bigger issue, because this issue would never happen for a bigger club. Case in point, Manchester City, who qualified to the Champions League with Girona a few seasons ago. Not to mention RB Leipzig and RB Salzburg have both qualified for the Champions League multiple times. They are part of the same multi-ownership group. I don't think there was ever a chance in hell that Manchester City would have not been allowed to compete in the Champions League. But UEFA could potentially have done that to Crystal Palace because they're a smaller club. I think it's unfortunate. I think it speaks to a bigger issue. It speaks to a wider issue. It really shows UEFA for what they are. I think it's very sad for football.